Sara Sharif's name shocked the United Kingdom in 2023. A 10-year-old girl was found dead in her home in Woking, and within hours of that discovery, her father, Irfan Sharif, and her stepmother, Bainash Batul, had already fled the country. The mystery of what happened inside that house, and why two adults immediately ran halfway across the world, would soon unravel into one of the most heartbreaking child protection cases in recent history. But the most haunting question remains: how did no one see what Sara was going through until it was too late? Before we continue, please like this video and subscribe to support more cases like this one. On August 10, 2023, emergency services received a phone call from Pakistan. On the line was Sara's father speaking from abroad, telling authorities that they needed to check his home in Woking. When police arrived, they found Sara deceased inside the property, completely alone. The rest of the family was gone. Investigators soon discovered that just one day earlier, the father, stepmother, and several children had taken a one-way flight to Pakistan. They left almost immediately after Sara was last seen alive. It did not take long for authorities to determine that this was not a missing persons case or an accident. Public reporting revealed that Sara had been experiencing ongoing mistreatment inside the household. Detectives described the findings as extremely concerning, and the search for the responsible adults quickly became international. British police worked with authorities in Pakistan as the story captured worldwide attention. The children who had traveled with the adults were placed into protective care overseas, while investigators continued pressing for answers. In September 2023, after weeks of international pressure, Sara's father, stepmother, and uncle returned to the United Kingdom. They were arrested upon arrival. Over the next several months, the investigation revealed more about the environment Sara had been living in. Court evidence in 2024 described a pattern of mistreatment that lasted for a long period of time. Medical findings showed repeated injuries that had developed over time, indicating that Sara had endured prolonged harm inside her own home. The home, which should have been her place of safety, was instead a place where she had no protection. During the trial, prosecutors focused on the adults' actions immediately after the child's death. Their sudden departure to Pakistan, the lack of emergency help sought inside the UK, and the distant phone call to authorities from another country were all treated as deliberate decisions. The defendants offered explanations, but the jury agreed that the evidence pointed to responsibility within the household. In 2024, both the father and stepmother were convicted for their roles in Sara's death. The trial deeply affected the public, forcing discussion about how such a situation could continue unnoticed. The case raised difficult questions about child protection in the United Kingdom. Many asked how a child experiencing clear distress could remain unseen by those outside the home. The situation highlighted the vulnerability of children who are isolated, especially when they depend entirely on adults who control every part of their world. It also intensified debates around home education, the responsibilities of caregivers, and the need for more consistent welfare checks when children are withdrawn from school or community spaces. Sara Sharif's story remains a painful reminder of betrayal within a family, showing that danger sometimes comes not from outside threats, but from trusted adults inside the home. Her case sparked widespread calls for reform and continues to influence conversations about preventing future tragedies by improving how society looks after its most vulnerable children. Please subscribe for more stories and comment below with your thoughts on what lessons should be taken from the tragic case of Sara Sharif.